And time now for business news with Ari Rabinovitch. Happy Friday, Ari. We made it.
We made it. We definitely made it, Cynthia.
We did. All right, let's start with the Canadian economy. And okay, it's still struggling to expand.
Yeah, I mean, it did expand a bit, Cynthia, but the Bank of Canada especially is trying to boost the economy. That's why it started lowering interest rates earlier this year, and it may still have some room to go. So July's reading from Statistics Canada for gross domestic product, that's the best measure of economic activity that we have, well, it showed that it grew by 0.2%. Now, that was a little bit better than expected, but that growth period was sandwiched between the June reading, which was flat with pretty much no growth, and there's these preliminary readings that we get from StatsCan, so it's predicting that August will also show little to no growth, and it likely puts more pressure on the Bank of Canada to be more aggressive in bringing those interest rates down, Cynthia. They've already done it 3 times this year. Now we have analysts anticipating it could be a half-point cut at the next meeting on October 23rd.
Interesting and welcome news for people who are grappling with mortgage rates.
Absolutely.
Okay, so sales are falling for a major big box retailer. Which one is that?
Well, it's one that a lot of people go to for value. But also, it's not necessarily the cheapest, but the thing is, a lot of people go to Costco and buy a lot at once because that's really the way that you save that kind of money. And then when you're there, you go for cereal, you go for yogurt, you go for eggs and all the essentials. Then you see, oh, TVs are on sale, and maybe you'll grab one of these great sweaters or, those little things on the side. So those are the kind of areas. Yeah.
You go to save money, but you spend more.
Exactly. Like they always catch you with something you didn't know you actually wanted since it's a good price. I'm guilty of that too. Well, it turns out in the last quarter, Costco says that's starting to show a bit of a change. So people are going more for those essentials and saying no to those non-discretionary things. Although you have to get the hot dog. It's too good of a deal not to get.
You know what? They are good.
They are good. You got to do it every time you go. So Costco says that this trend likely will continue, but that it probably will pick up for the holidays. In fact, probably in a big way, because that's a lot of ways that people can save money on their Christmas shopping, Cynthia. And then for next year, they're staying cautious but optimistic. So investors actually sold the stock more than bought it today.
Okay. All right. Now, Costco is struggling, but it's a different story in small business sector where optimism is actually growing. This is good news.
Yeah. So, Cynthia, we've done this a lot in the past where we've talked about big brands like Costco, Amazon, or Walmart and Target and all these other companies showing that consumers are slowing down their spending. But when it comes to when they are willing to open up their wallets, they are choosing local more often by the sounds of it. So this latest report comes from American Express showing the majority of small business owners are feeling more confident heading into the fourth quarter, which includes the holiday shopping season, of course. A handful of Canadian small business owners participated in this study, which showed that more than 80% feel that they are on track to meet their 2024 financial goals, A lot of that was driven by improved cash flow, the introduction of new products and services, and greater access to working capital. And additionally, about 0.75% of those small business owners say that the fourth quarter will actually be the one where they determine whether or not that they can meet their financial goals this year. So that means there is a lot more pressure on the holiday shopping season to support our local businesses, Cynthia. So you and myself included, and I hope our listeners out there and viewers really try to go buy their things in local businesses this year.
Definitely. I mean, they're vital to the local economy, and they work so hard.
And they're our neighbors. So, give back a little this Christmas. Just go buy something around the corner.
Definitely. All right, Ari, as always, great to talk to you. Have a wonderful weekend. See you Monday.